Okay, my next project for the skid steer forks, I have to build a big retaining wall. I'm going to use the 2x2x6 concrete retaining wall blocks. They weigh 3,700 pounds a piece, so I'm going to make a hook for the skid steer. And what it's going to do, there's going to be a plate that slides on the forks right here. And then there'll be a hook type plate that goes down between the forks and comes out the bottom, and I'm going to make it so it slides back and forth, and then there'll be a stop out here at the end so it can't come off, but it will be able to slide all the way back to the back of the forks if you need to, if you got to lift something really heavy to help balance out the skid steer. And then you can slide it all the way to the tip if you need the extra reach or if you're lifting. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, my design's done. I've laid out my parts in plasma cam. It's a CNC plasma cutter, and you can see on the two hooks here, it's going to be cut out a 1/4 inch plate steel, and I'm going to laminate those two together so I get a 1/2 inch. Should make it a lot stronger. And then the square plate there will be the slide for on the forks, and these hooks will be welded to that. Forgot to cut out my stop plates to go on the end of the fork, so I'm going to do that now. All the pieces are cut out now. I just got to get them out and get them cleaned up and get them welded together. I just noticed the cut on my 8x8 plate messed up a little bit. I don't know why it happens, but sometimes the cutter head dives into the metal and will cause it to move the whole plate, and it'll mess the cut up. So I'm going to have to cut that out with a cutting wheel. It gets pretty aggravating, when a cut messes up. But this table's 18 years old now, or somewhere around in there. I bought it used, so I'm not real sure exactly how old it is. But I love my, plasma cam. I guess with anything with age, it kind of starts having problems, but it's been a really good cutting table. I would really like to have one of the new plasma cams. One of these days I may try to get another one, but as of right now I don't get to use this one as much as I want to, or as much as I'd like to, because all the other things I have to do, and I'm busy all the time, and I'm into a lot of different things. I do metal work, I do woodwork, then we own a tire company, so that keeps me busy all the time. But like I said, with the problem with the plasma table, stuff happens, and you just got to deal with it. was easy enough. We're going to cut some of the stuff out of this that I can't use anymore. This metal is very expensive. It's the same metal they used to make dump truck beds with. It's real good quality steel. It doesn't rust hardly at all. As you can see, this metal has been outside my shop laying on a stack of blocks for over a year, and this is all the rest that it's done. I like using this metal. It's extremely hard. You can't hardly bend it, so it works really good to do structural steel work. Let me cut this stuff out here. It must have damaged the cutting tip on my plasma table when it was cutting the metal. You can see right here, it cut it at an angle. When it done this right here, when it cut into the, dived into the plate, it must have put a nick in it or burnt the side of it out, because it, as soon as it done that, it started cutting sideways. Which is okay, because I've got to weld this up anyway, and that'll be good for it to fill in. Give it more area to bond when you weld it. So I'm going to start putting this thing together. that's pretty much what I wanted to do when I finished them. What this will do is right down through there. And then these plates right here, bolt here and here, so that way this can slide back and forth if it needs to. So you can pick up from the tip or from the back. So that's pretty much what I wanted. Okay, now that it's cooled down some, I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little better. Should be good enough for now. I've got to use this thing tomorrow. I've got 20 retaining wall blocks I've got to unload. They're delivering them on a tractor trailer, and they said I had to unload them, so I'm trying to fix this in time to get it done tomorrow. That'll be it for now. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I had to finish it. I started to leave and just wait and use it tomorrow and then clean it up and paint it, but I couldn't stand it. So once I get something on my mind, it drives me nuts until I finish it. It's going to get a good test tomorrow because, like I said, I've got 20 3,700 pound blocks of concrete that I have to unload and stack to get ready for building a retaining wall. And that's why I made this. I hope it works. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Today I get to try out my new hook I made for the skid steer forks.